Realistically, how could you become one of the richest players in emergency response Liberty County? Today I'm going to be giving you 5 tips on how you can basically save up, earn more money, and spend less money, because as a matter of fact, a lot of people earn a lot of money in ERLC and then they'll spend it. Like I did accidentally in a public server. I spent $1.5 million on this Bugatti here, and I'm now down to less than $1 million in game. So today I'm going to be basically giving you a couple of tips on how you can earn more money and also how you can actually save money better. My first tip is use the codes on Twitter. In the most recent update, ERLC has added codes to ERLC. If you don't know what these are basically like promo codes. You go into the settings icon in the top right hand corner of your screen and you can enter a promo code. OMB, for example. That's not a promo code, but yeah, basically you can enter a promo code and you can redeem money. 10,000, 20,000, 50,000. A lot of other games have this, a lot of other roleplay games have this as well. And it's a really popular option because people love it. They can follow them on Twitter or on YouTube, Discord, and then they get codes. At the time of recording, there are no codes released yet. However, in the coming weeks, I'd say there will be new codes released on their Twitter. And of course, I'll do a video about that on my main channel, so make sure you subscribe to there. Basically, you're getting free money. And now I've just destroyed my $1.5 million Bugatti. Well, this is great. All right, can we drive it back to the mod shop? No. It was a good run. It was a good run. Now I need to run off and buy myself a cheap car. Our next point is to join the group. If you didn't know, again, in the most recent update as of recording this, ERLC added a feature where if you go ahead and join the Police Roleplay Community Roblox group, you get a 10% bonus for every paycheck. So basically, every, I believe it's 5 to 7 minutes, at the top of the screen there'll be kind of a blue paycheck. It'll come up with a box, and basically you get 10% more. So if you get 1,000 normally, then you'll get 1,100. So basically a bit of extra cash there, and if you do play the game for long stints of time, that will eventually add up and get you a lot more, and especially if you're patrolling on teams like police, that'll especially get you a lot more money. So all you got to do is join the Roblox group. The link will be in the description below. Now that I'm thinking about it, the most recent update was pretty much how to save money in game. Like they added codes, they added 10% boost, and they added discounts. So basically around the map, in a lot of parking, so they're mainly in parking lots. So here they can be found over around here. They can be found not in the civilian spawn, but they can be found in pretty much any parking lot. I've seen a lot over here in the new town, so go check there. Like even parked on the side of the streets, everything like this there, and pretty much anywhere you can park your car. Randomly cars will spawn, and as you can see, this is the Ford Raptor here, and all you do is you go up to it, have a UI over, you can press E buy, and you already own this vehicle. Oh, that's pretty cool here. So yeah, basically yeah, I forgot I own this, but yeah, basically you get 15% off. So if I spawn it, you can spawn your car there, which is kind of cool. So I'll go ahead and actually try and show you another vehicle that we can find around the map here. I think if we go to the new town, we may have a bit more luck. Cool thing about this is that it's always regenerating. There's always new cars spawning every couple of minutes. There you go, look at this. We've got a supercar here. Wow. All right. So anyways, as you can see, this is one of the new, it's actually a pretty relatively new car. It's a new Corvette, and you can go up to buy. I don't have this car. The dealership, so if you buy it from this civilian spawn, it costs 410,000. You can get a lot of money off this car. As you can see, this is only 348,000 compared to 410,000. So it's actually amazing here. And then the vehicles disappear after a while. So if you're interested in a vehicle, buy it quick here. You can always test them in private servers, by the way, if you'd like to. But anyways, if we go and buy this here, as you can see, buy this vehicle, you can go and buy this, and then it will spawn the car right here. So you can just drive it off from right here. You don't have to go respawn, drive back to this one. No, I've got a new car. So it's honestly amazing. If you want to try and get away from the police, your car's smoking, just find a new car, quickly buy it, get out of there. Especially if it's a cheap car, because then, or you can just use it as a mobile spawner pretty much, because you could just go over, if you have a car, like for example, is there a car going to spawn around here? Maybe sometimes they spawn in the parking lot. Yeah, so if I had this car, for example, I could just run over, go ahead, spawn this car in here. Okay, I don't actually own this car, but yeah, spawn this in, then drive off from the place. So it's honestly a pretty good strategy if you have a kind of a variety of cars in your inventory. Tip number 4, do not buy everything. I've seen a lot of people, they'll get a lot of money in ERLC, like they'll get 100,000 for example, and then they'll buy the cheapest supercar they can get, the cheapest supercar they can get for 100,000, and then they'll get another 200,000, and then they'll buy a 200,000 supercar. after a year or so, they'll have a ton of cars, like, you know, a 200,000 supercar, 100,000, 300,000, but they'll be wanting the 1.5 million Bugatti, for example here. But the easy way that they could have bought that is if they saved up their money. So what I'd advise is don't go ahead and binge buy everything, pretty much. Private service, it doesn't matter which cars you buy, but you know, for example, I've only got 630,000 at the moment, so I can't afford the Lamborghini. But if I just buy the Falcon Heritage, that's pretty much all of my money down the drain. And if I wanted the Lamborghini, it's going to take me so much longer because I have to basically build up all the way back to the 620,000 and then earn another almost 300,000 more. So yeah, what I advise is just save your money. It'd be nice if the ERLC had it like a bank feature where you could kind of put your money in the bank and you wouldn't be able to use it, because I think that would be useful for a lot of people, and it basically would prevent you from accidentally buying things in public servers, like my Bugatti, which I accidentally bought before the update. So yeah, definitely would be a cool feature. It's kind of turned into an update suggestion video, but yeah, basically save your money, especially guns. Don't go ahead and buy every single gun in the game, in a civilian or in a public server, I mean, because it's just going to waste so much money. And in all fairness, who needs all of these guns? Surprisingly enough, none of my guns are here. I think that's because I was arrested and they were removed, but I tend to buy the pistol, the AK-47, the Remington, and the Scorpion. Those are roughly my picks there. So for example, if I have 4 guns I buy, then I've got 4 guns that I can use, a variety of automatic, snipers, long range, short range, etc. And I don't have to buy every single gun in the shop there, which will cost me like 50,000, and then ammo is very expensive as well. So basically conserve your money. You can see here trucks are just spawning everywhere, so it's actually really helpful. There's a ton of cars kind of spawning everywhere, which you can buy. We've got a very interesting like turquoise color back there. Anyways, the last tip is to patrol. Now, if you didn't know, the police team can make you a lot of money and XP, because on the police team, there's a really good thing. Comparing the police team to being a criminal. The police team, you get free guns. Most of the cars you get are free, because, you know, there's only some cars you have to pay for, but you basically get free cars. Your cars auto repair every time you respawn them, and you cannot get arrested. So as a civilian, if you get arrested, guns removed and you go to prison and you stay in prison for a couple minutes. As a police officer, you can't get arrested. So basically that's kind of the bonus. But also, being a police officer, the more arrests you get, the more money you get. So if you go into a public server, there are a ton of criminals go around, you can go and arrest them all. Cuff rushing is another thing, according to Mr. Fergie, the owner of the game. But anyways, then you get kind of a boost of money every time you arrest someone. So when your final paycheck comes in as a police officer, it could be 1,700, but a civ, it may only be 800. So, you know, there's a big difference there, and especially if you're kind of patrolling for a while, you can actually generate maybe $1,000 more every time your paycheck comes in. So very, very helpful. And also other teams do this, fire and rescue, any other kind of team here, sheriff, fire and rescue, police. DOT is a bit harder, but I guess you could still earn money from it if calls are spawning a lot. Anyways, a quick video here just to kind of help you, I guess, earn more money and save money here. And basically save up for your favorite car in game, your favorite house in game, etc, etc. And also it'd be nice to see some more kind of features in game where you could use your vehicle. Like for example, you could buy different stores maybe, or you could kind of save it in a bank, you could buy different houses. I think adding more ways to spend your money would give people more of an incentive to work in ERLC, play in ERLC. So you could maybe like buy different upgrades for your phones, because you know how it would come with the basic phone. You could maybe buy a better phone, maybe. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Subscribe.